How's it going, everybody? Donut here. As always, this is a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. If you're not supporting that shit, get the fuck off this channel. We are reading some more Cyborg 009. We are on part 3 now, whatever the fuck that'll be called. I believe this one is The Journey, something like that. But this is chapter 12, Man and Machine. And not a great cover here. Not a great cover. This just looks wonky. It looks like he's in like a suit rather than like wearing clothes. Okay, what the hell is going on? We look to be in the Arctic or something, and there's a plane coming after us, shooting at us, assumingly. Yeah. So, okay, we're in the middle of something. Whatever the hell is going on. Who the hell are you? Who the fuck is this? But alright, so we have gloves on that make our hands look normal. Or, no, that's just for, Shinigami. Okay. Yeah, just for 004. Okay, shoots back at him. And, alright, takes it down. Nice. Good way to open up a chapter, just in the middle of a fight. But, okay, we still got the Hun coming. Like, Attila the Hun? What do you mean? That's the only Hun I know. What do you mean? What the fuck is this thing? This just is like a tank with missiles all over it. And also, it's got like a ray gun or something, maybe? Cyborgs, fighting us is futile. You cannot escape. Surrender now or die. I assume that's the operator from within. And yeah, firing off some missiles. But that's the weakest of our weapons. Oh my god. Alright, must strike first then. Alright, both of them are going out there. These two again. These two are just such a pair. I really hope that the rest of the team gets as much focus and we don't just exclusively give it to these two. It's always my worry whenever there's a team thing of like, well, you just give all the focus to a couple guys and then most of them you don't give any focus to. Really hope that's not the case here. You ain't beat the old bulldog yet. But a mind control device? Mind control or something? I don't know. Or just like a, shut off beam, like makes them pass out essentially. Professor Dolphin? Okay. And Erica as well, with Miss Erica. So like we're just on the middle of a mission or something. We gotta be. But then yeah, we just activate our accelerator and just vanish in front of his eyes. Alright, grab them both. But what the fuck? What the fuck? Is that just what? Because they don't look like it actually here. Well, that's just him. Or no, okay. His like changelingness is like making him go like crazy. This is making their powers go crazy. So he's like just transforming into a bunch of different shit. Okay, that was a real horrific. I thought this Ray did that to him, but no, it's his own powers. Okay. And now him as well is going to cause us to just like go chaotically fast. Whoa. Okay, we see like the Aurora Borealis above us, but it's actually like fucking Google colored. I don't know, what the hell? And it's swirling and swirling. This is one that definitely needed the color. Holy shit. Look at how good this color is. Holy shit, look at how good this color is. My god. Oh, I love this one especially. This panel especially is really doing it for me. Look at the colors. Holy shit. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous looking. And that's it. I knew it. That was going to be the last one. I knew it. Alright, now back to black and white. We're going to transition back in time. Was that bet you wonder how I got here? We're at a mansion. Now it's fall. Because, it's fall. This is, winter time. So I assume we're going back in time. Assumingly. Because, this is, okay. So it's, the Aurora Borealis above him. And then, it's swirling. Within the swirl is, these crystalline rocks. I'm not sure if it's crystals or if it's ice, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. But then anyway, that transforms into the leaves, which transition us back into this time. And so, what is 004 doing here? He goes, gets a little needle out in his finger, and then there's a little thing tied here like a cocoon. I know he's trying to shoot the string, I see, with his little finger. And so he can just make the little point on his finger come out, like a little needle on his finger, but then he shoots off the whole finger and just has to have that needle hit it. But alright, so everybody's training a little bit. Not super hardcore, but, he's just getting a little training in. Who is speaking here? To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobly on the mind to oh my god, it's you. Right, yeah, you're the actor. Right. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobly in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and in opposing them, and in opposing in them. And in comics here, I don't think it started in a comics magazine though, like one called Comics. I thought it started in Bisetsu Shonen King, and he's just laughing at him. But hold on, let me check. No, I assume he's just reading some generic comics thing. But I don't know, this cover though, it seems very specific. But okay, so he wasn't even laughing at him, he was just laughing at the comic, I see. Yeah. Comics. Hey, would you like to be my scene partner? so quick to insulting us to, hey, do you want to be my scene partner? But alright, this could be cool. This could be very fun. I just love seeing them having, downtime. Having some trouble with Hamlet's ghost scene, and you'd make an excellent old codger. But no way, I don't do acting or anything like that. Hey, you might find out that you really like it. Oh, what's to lose? Let me get you a script. Yeah, straight out of this comic book for a script. But saved by the bell. Sorry, gotta grab the phone. Hello, Koizumi residence. Okay, Dr. Gilmore's calling. And outside, he's still practicing, pinning a bunch of leaves to the tree. Okay, he just told him, hey, 004, the god of death! I mean, Heinrich! Okay, so his name is Heinrich, Albert Heinrich. But alright, so Dr. Gilmore's calling us, we gotta go. That's why it's just the three of us here. But, where's everybody else? Are they even at this house? I don't know. But alright, something's happened to Professor Dolphin. Professor Dolphin? Who's that? He's an old friend of Dr. Gilmore's. Okay, another doctor. Well, professor this time. He's an English scientist, but he lives in Yokohama now. Okay. So, okay, Dr. Gilmore wanted to say hi before he left Japan, but something happened. What was it? Everything's in shambles here. Oh, he's bleeding? What the fuck? They surprised me. Yeah, I guess, someone kidnapped him, so they surprised you, knocked you out. This panel, it's so Ochanomizu. He is just literally Ochanomizu with a square nose. But, what's going on? Lights out, and then, or no, flashback? Yeah, so flashback to when he was knocked out, and then they all got the rest of them there. But one hit me on the head with the butt of a pistol when I came to. Professor Dolphin was gone. Okay, and then assuming this is Dolphin's daughter here. Oh, where's Papa? Where did Papa go? Yeah, yes, Professor's daughter, Erica. Okay, explains that. A little bit of a media res start to this whole thing. Oh, I called her home from a Tokyo mission school. She's a missionary. Ugh, yikes. Alright, someone kidnapped your father. Wonder if it has something to do with that, actually. Don't worry, lass. We'll get your dad back. He says that face. That face, too, unassuring. Very unassuring. And okay, yeah, so don't notify the police. Classic. If you do, the professor dies. In swastika. God, I love old Toku shit. Just old Japanese shit so much. But like, you see, it's so much more prevalent Toku shit. I don't know why, but oh my God, in swastika. What is the in? I don't know, neo-Nazi? We're in the 60s, so it's the height of the neo-Nazis. Well, I mean, now might be the height of the neo-Nazis, but, yeah, I assume neo-Nazi swastika. That's my guess right now, until we get a different one. Yeah, no clue what in is, but the mark beneath it is clearly a swastika. It's Nazis. Okay, in means the neo-Nazis. Okay, yeah, so this is the neo-Nazis of the 60s. Well, more accurately, this would probably be like a secret organization that, like, you know, these are not like the neo-Nazis you know who are just a bunch of random fucking assholes. These are like an actual, you know, secret organization that's trying to bring the Nazis back to rise again. Which is also what the neo-Nazis are doing, but we're trying to add more legitimacy to it. It's basically what's going on right now today, you know? It would be a lot closer to that than, like, the neo-Nazis of the 60s, actually. So, the Nazi Party was defeated and dissolved by the Allied forces in the immediate aftermath of World War II. Hitler, Goebbels, and the rest of the Nazi leadership either died or went missing. I love just getting little panels of the leaves as well. However, another party has risen from the ashes of that old regime, the Neo-Nazis. It consists of remnants of the defunct Nazi Party and disillusioned youth who have foolishly embraced the Nazi ideals. They wait solely for the next chance to strike. Okay, never mind. We're literally just doing the neo-Nazis from the 60s. This is literally just the neo-Nazis from the 60s. It really is just like, what if the neo-Nazis, as in the disillusioned youth, and the neo-Nazis, as in the Nazis that got away, you know, teamed up? Like, but those are kind of like two separate things at this time. You know, now the time period we live in, they've kind of gone back together. So, it's gonna be a very real story. It's gonna be really, yeesh. But like, I love Ishinomori so much for tackling this shit at the time. Incredible. He is doing a whole ass arc here where the villain is literal neo-Nazis, literal 60s neo-Nazis. Oh my god. And like, yeah, like, and he understands it perfectly. It's the disillusioned youth foolishly embracing these Nazi ideals. It is kids trying to be as edgy as possible. Do they actually believe in the Nazi shit? No. But then they use the shit, and then they, you know, what's what I'm looking for? They normalize it, you know, makes it a bigger thing, and then people who actually do believe in those beliefs then start to use it as well, and then there's no differentiating between the ones who are using it edgily and the ones who are using it to actually, you know, stand for the beliefs and everything like that. And so it all just blends together. That's why, you know, if you're doing edgy shit, you always gotta be careful, because it's like, it's just one step away from people doing it, you know, for real. But, you know, at the same time, you can see why, you know, the youth that was so far away from it, you know, are just, like, trying to be edgy and trying to just do whatever would piss off their parents as much as possible. And, of course, you pretending to be a Nazi is going to piss off your parents. So, you know, it's an awful thing of, like, you can see why disillusioned youth started to do it, and then it really just, like, went terrible from there. I mean, obviously. And again, this works very well for our story here, with all of our robots, or all of our cyborgs being, you know, the disillusioned youth as well. They were just lucky not to have fallen down this pipeline. I mean, you can see that today too. It's very easy to fall down these pipelines. Especially when you know, you do have all society against you, you know, you're trying to rebel, and, you know, you're just falling down the wrong way of doing it. But, insanely good page here. Insanely good page. Holy shit. I can't believe I didn't realize this was in a swastika. I was like, oh, I like these panels of leaves. No, this is a panel of a swastika with the fucking, you know, war behind it. It took me literally till just now to notice that. That's unbelievable. I had to literally, like, zoom out to see it. Oh, holy shit. That's incredible. Ishinomori. Fucking hell yeah. Oh, I love Ishinomori so much. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna have 11 people living at the villa now. My god. But yeah, she's already living in a dorm, so. But true, if she's living by herself in a dorm, then it really doesn't matter at all. Alright. 009, going with her, pack some bags, and then we'll come back. That Joe, I think that lad fancies the bird. These two are gonna make a great duo. They already are. But yeah, where do you suppose he is then? Well, he's either with the Black Ghost or the neo-Nazis. I mean, definitely the neo-Nazis. We know they signed the damn letter, but we're asking specifically, where do you think he is? And yeah, do you have any idea what your father's research was about? But I've always resented my father's work. Yeah, it drove him farther and farther away from me. Doesn't even talk about his machines with me. Machines. Okay, got a quick look 2 years ago. Massive monstrosities, far too complicated for me to grasp. And he even forgot her birthday. We're going to hate machines of all kinds. Planes, cars. Perhaps we're going to hate him too. And yeah, hates machines of all kinds now. And we're being tailed. Hooray, hooray. But, okay, what the hell are we doing? Okay, we just get in front of this car. Or get in front of this truck, rather. Have them stop. And then they get out to shoot at us. Okay, what were we trying to do? What was the plan here? But, okay, stay in the car. Okay, and then he's just gonna get out and fight. I guess, okay, so he was just pulling over to fight. That's it. He was just pulling over to fight. Alright. Oh, but then they're still grabbing her. But, yeah, we should be able to do this easy peasy. Okay, yeah, the gas knocked her out, but... Alright, talk. Who the hell are you? But, no, yeah, he's not gonna give us any information. Swallows a cyanide capsule. Yep. Yep, hidden in one of the teeth. The classic. I mean, it's a classic because they did do it. But alright, alright. Calling them 004, 007. What? I thought so. And bit his tongue. Oh, wait, no, didn't bit his tongue, but no, cyanide capsule. But turn of phrase also saying bit his own tongue isn't like killed themselves. But let them capture her. Yeah, if they're not going to give us any information, no matter how many we take, they're all just going to kill themselves. So, gotta let them kidnap her and then trail them. Alright, they're all going to wake back up and be like, what the fuck? She's still here? What happened? Where'd he go? But alright, the kid just left. Who cares? Oh yeah, they're like, hey, this guy accidentally died. He accidentally must like bit his, molar and it fucking went in. Oh, they just think he accidentally killed himself. Alright, let's go. Okay, they met up with us fast. I guess we didn't get very far, to be fair, we pulled over pretty quickly. And alright, we got a homing device put into our watch. Perfect. So now, they just got a tiny little shack somewhere. Great lighting. Alright, the plan's to save her before she regains consciousness. Let's just hope she doesn't know any of this. Alright, gotta take cover. Because they heard us out there or something. Yeah. Oh, no, they're taking her somewhere. Okay. And then the plane. Okay, plane comes and lands. And yeah, it's a jumbo jet, so I assume they're taking her to like the Arctic or Antarctic or something like that. Alright, you two distract him, and then he's gonna sneak aboard. Alright, yep. We accelerate out of there. Where'd he go? I don't know. He's gotta be around here somewhere. But then just... Oh, a cricket. And then grab him, pull him under. Oh, I guess it was 004 making the sound of a cricket. Or, sorry, 007. But alright now, take his place. Yeah, I'm gonna bar that mug for a spell. This will be an easy one. Giant fucking nose. And his teeth. Alright, get out there and start beating bushes. But I can't, I got allergies. Alright, let's switch. I'll guard the plane. Alright. Well, now we got all three on board. I can't believe it. Okay, 009 wasn't on board yet, but then right past him. Alright, they got away, but stay alert. But doesn't matter. You don't need to stay alert if you're flying out of there. Alright, off they go. Now cross the ocean. Oh, love these pages. Love these pages. I'm so glad he includes these pages. I don't know. It's so, most people would say like, oh, this is lazy or whatever, but I don't think so. I love it. It's so artistic. It's a nice, I love the way he ends things, or starts things as well. Like, I don't know how to put it. He's just a master at pacing, and I appreciate things that don't just like end on like, oh, there's just a tiny panel down here, and I'm like, oh, that was the end. And we get a whole big splash page to end off the chapter. That's beautiful. That's nice. He really knows how to like, just make it hit. To be fair, that wasn't even the end of a chapter. That was just a page. But I think that's even better. The fact that it's like, we're doing a big transition thing. How are we going to transition from where we are here to the next place? We could just go from this page straight to this page. But instead, we get, a whole the plane taking off and flying away. Splash page of it. It's a great transition. I've been here for 20 hours? 20 hours? Jesus Christ. What's like the longest plane ride you can have? I don't know. But alright, so they all did bundle up. So I wonder why they... Well, okay, these are these guys all bundling up, but yeah, we're not going to bundle up. And you're right, she needed to bundle up because she's a human. So yeah, we don't experience cold, so we don't need to bundle up. So wait, we better get prepared? What do you mean? The Scatterbrain... wait, that's Scatterbrain 007. He didn't pack the super gun. What, you got a super gun? Okay. Alright. Apparently we had a super gun, but we're not going to use. But we just hinted at it for next arc or something, maybe? I don't know. But yep, landed in the Arctic. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Haken Cruise. Good job. Go inside a rest. Okay, these are just guys in penguin costumes. As soon as they come in, we beat the crap out of them. Nazi penguins. Nazi penguin suits. Insane. So there's just been a bunch of Nazis in the Arctic pretending to be penguins this entire time. Yeah, they're just chanting it. We're really trying to differentiate them. Like, we said swastika, we also mean Nazi swastika. We said Nazis, but we want to make it very clear they're talking about the fucking hook and cross. Make it very clear. These fucking penguins. I know it's us, but just doing it in a penguin suit is hilarious. But, okay, wait, this is the guy with the eye patch? Or we're just gonna have another guy with an eye patch as well? I don't know. maybe he like kidnapped the girl or something. But he replaced the swastikas on his collar with NNs for neo-Nazis. The Mad Machine Mark 1. Using your notes, we've been able to finish 99% of the device, but not the final percent. But no, okay, so this was definitely our guy here. You've got an eye patch here as well. So yeah, this was definitely our guy from the beginning cover. Or the beginning pages, rather. And yep, so she's awake now. I mean, I was assuming she's going to be awake after 22 hours. So okay, the secret is to connect the magma line to the beta line in the electronic brain unit. Alright, now they got it. But yeah, now that we've got the secret as well, I don't know why we needed to wait till we heard the secret, but now that we know how it works, now we're going to fight back. But yep, just a good fight. Just a good fight. And yeah, using our bodies, our metal bodies to protect them. So cool. Alright, grab the plane, get the fuck out of here. And I do love that we're not just fighting the Black Ghost here. We have other shit too. We had the people from last time. We got the, the neo-Nazis here. Like, I love them being like, oh, we should have assumed that they would get involved with these fucking cyborgs and escape from the Black Ghost. Love that sort of aesthetic of just like, yeah, we got the main bad guy, but there's also other bad people in the world we're going to take care of. But our wing got clipped. Going down, going down. And crash back again. And now they're coming after us. And now back to the beginning. These are like so low quality because they probably were not included in the volume version, I assume. And so this is only the low quality magazine version that had to be scanned in and then added to the volume version way later down the line, years and years and years later. But alright, so now, caught back up. The ice, well, I don't know if we're seeing this again. That would imply we're transitioning away again. I guess we're transitioning back to his, like, memory here. And then, like, or, like, that, like, illusion he was having of the leaves. And then, so it's, like, not his whole life flashing before his eyes, but this day flashing before his eyes. But, alright, back to here. I love that. I appreciate an in media res thing where we make such a big deal about getting back to that point. Rather than just, and we're there now. It's like, oh, we're making a big deal about transitioning back into it. And, yeah, she's hearing him say, like, demi-humans for the first time. We're machines as well. But our minds are human! Slam him down. He just gets up. I hate neo-Nazis. Boom! Just wakes up. I hate neo-Nazis. Boom! So fucking cool. Oh, and of course it means so much coming from him because he is German. Okay, getting a flashback with Dr. Penguin. It happened during the war. Sorry, Dr. Dolphin. Why are you called Dr. Dolphin? Happened during the war. Then the bomb was dropped on... No? Or, okay, I assume this is going to be like the bomb on, like, Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but nope, seems like something else. In a Nazi V-1 rocket strike explosion. It all happened during the war in a Nazi V-1 rocket strike explosion. Okay, now I'm following. So, my poor dear wife was too close. Are we going to find out that your daughter is a machine as well? She's also a cyborg, maybe? I don't know, though. How would you have the ability to do that? Well, I mean, that one guy did. He made Ivan. But Ivan was just given a cool brain by his dad. He wasn't given, like, the body or a cyborg or anything like that. He wasn't a cyborg in any way until Black Ghost, so. Anyway, she was lucky to survive. But she lost one of her legs, and her face was burnt beyond recognition. Before the attack, she'd always been cheerful and gentle. And afterwards her disposition turned dark and melancholy. Even the birth of our daughter Irika couldn't allay her gloom. Rather than let the child see her hideous face, my wife killed herself. I see. But as the design evolved, I created, what? Is it these first and then this? I'm not sure. I assume first these, maybe? Ever since I committed my life to developing this weapon, it was intended against war machines. But as the design evolved, I created a way to drive the men inside those machines mad as well. Okay, so it was meant to destroy, like, the vehicles themselves, but then also you could, pinpoint it into the drivers as well. But now she's so happy. Papa, I never knew! You hate machines too! Machines are evil! Saying it right to us. Yeah. Alright, that's it. That's the end. We're just leaving. Like that? That ended so fast. That's crazy. We built this up so much. There's like a whole fucking volume's worth of shit, and it ended with just like, they were in a dire situation. How are they gonna get out of it? well, he's just going to get out and walk over to them, and then they're just going to beat him, and then 004 is just going to say, I hate neo-Nazis, and kill all of them. Okay. But it was a good standalone chapter. I did like it. I do wish we did a lot more with them, though. I wish we did a lot more with them. This really, you know, is this the end of the neo-Nazis? Because I would have liked a lot more with them. Maybe this is a great opportunity, and we didn't even do anything with the Disillusioned Youth or anything. Great concept, but I don't know. Alright, Chapter 13. The Journey Begins. And yep, gotta leave. Sorry. Are you Professor Penguin? No, you're not. Okay, yes, that's Kazumi. I was gonna say, yes, okay, that's Kazumi. So Koizumi was on asking, like, do we have to leave? I assume this is still taking place from where we last left off, but no. So, but we don't even seem like we're back at Koizumi's place or anything. We're just kind of like on a cliffside. I guess we're about to get in a boat. But yeah, the amount of times we've been attacked here, we gotta leave. Gotta. But thank you for all your help. And so this really should have been the Koizumi arc, and then this chapter should have been the start of the journey begins, like the journey arc. But whatever. But another little bug spy. Take it down. But they already know we're here now. Okay, no enemy nearby though. But okay, the submarine. Oh, okay, this is our submarine. Okay, good. I do love how much Ishinomori really does care about him and like Koizumi's relationship. Like, they are really good buddies. They have a really good relationship. They feel really gay, and I love that Ishinomori actually cares about them. It's not just some like throwaway character stuff. Like, he actually he cares about them way more than I give a shit. But alright, plop some more 005, plunk someone on their shoulder, and here we go to the submarine. Aw, this is actually quite sad we're leaving him. Alright, now we're back together with everybody. Just had a few bugs to work out, but and yeah, gonna miss Japan. This could have been called the Japan arc. But yeah, a lot of things this arc could have been called, and I definitely would have included last chapter with the last bit, but... And that was all chapter 13. That was all chapter 13. Okay, the journey did begin. The journey did begin, and now chapter 14, the man with the expensive castle. Okay, and more jetpack people with some masks. And okay, they're not after us, they're after some cars on the highway. Got some fancy guns here, whatever the hell's going on there. But it does seem like it's just a gun. Kill the driver, take the girl, fly away. Okay. 10 children kidnapped, not just her. 10 children were kidnapped altogether. All at approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it all happened together at once. Among the victims is Hideko Shioto, daughter of Prime Minister Shioto, and granddaughter of Toro Shioto, the president of Yotsui Industrial. Okay, so, is this, like... This is the daughter of the Prime Minister and the granddaughter of the president of the industrial, of whatever industries. But okay. I'm not sure if the second part, the granddaughter doesn't really seem important, but it probably will be very, very important, you know. It's probably going to be a huge industrial plant, but just saying the name doesn't mean anything to me. But, like, the Prime Minister is crazy. Getting out the Prime Minister's daughter. And, oh my god, does the Shay from Osumatsu. Well, this would have been like the height of Osumatsu, probably. If this came out in like 1965 or 66, then yeah, that would have been like height of like Osumatsu. This is when Godzilla hit the fucking Shay in the goddamn Invasion of the Astro Monsters. Probably right around this time. Oh my god. This guy is having none of it. He is. I mean, we're not bothering anyway. He's just like, you know, fuming because of the situation. But I'd really like to pay. That doesn't matter, dear. Yes, it does. A serious matter is a serious matter. A business is business. Yes, dear. I mean, that is life. A serious matter. A business is business. But yeah, gossiping. And okay, out in the town with Francois and with the 00. Which one were you? 6. The mole. What the fuck? Why'd you turn yourself into a baby? Why'd you turn yourself into a baby? I can't do a British baby voice. Yeah, you're making my boy. I can't. How do you do a baby British voice? I don't know. I can only do it as like an old man, like, hey, welcome aboard, gents. I can't do it as a baby. Welcome aboard, gents and lasses. I can't. But alright, I was hoping we were going to get a little bit more time with them all, but no. I thought I was going to have to take care of another one. I also like this outfit that she got on that looks like her actual like cyborg uniform, but it's slightly different. Appreciate that we have casual clothes and shit. Appreciate any series in which the characters have casual clothes. It's unbelievable how that barely ever fucking happens. But love a series of casual clothes. Okay, 004 is getting along with him pretty well now. He's just having a little fun, that's all. He's getting along with him so well. Everybody's getting along. I think it would have been funnier if he called you Mama and Papa. He'll be this size from now on. It's a result of perfecting his perpetual transformation technique. Okay, so he's just trying to stay in a state for as long as possible, so we're trying one that's very small and tiny and would also have like a different brain than him, but like keeping his own brain there or something. I don't know. Wait, are we saying that was a like, I thought this was like a training thing, but his shapeshifting abilities are intact, but his default state will, well, be the child. Why? What? I mean, I don't know why his default state was the bald guy to begin with, but now we got a baby? I don't like this change. Never thought I got a fair go at a childhood anyway. Me and CSO1 can be the wonder kids of a group. I cannot do your voice anymore. I don't know how the fuck to do it. You gotta be pulling a prank on us, right? You gotta be pulling a prank on us. Please don't tell me we're gonna have to deal with this fucking baby man the entire time. Oh no, we already got one. Why do we need another? Ishinori, I don't understand. And once again, 008 being the most verbose and well-learned out of all the people here despite being a slave. Pure doleful, Joe. What's on your mind? Oh, the radio? Yeah. So they didn't hear it, but... yeah, ransom demand Japan's government for 100 billion yen in the 60s. Government officials are holding an emergency meeting with the police chief. Just the police chief, not the police chiefs. It's just the police chief. Okay. But yeah, the situation's dire. They got some moxie for a stunt like that. Who the devil are they? The Japanese government will eventually have to pay. I don't know. Can they afford to pay? How do you pay that much? You guys are like finishing each other's sentences now. Whether a street urchin or a top government official's child, nothing's more valuable than a kid's life. It's so funny coming from you two as well. But alright, yeah, where is 001? He's in his crib. Okay. He might know something, or why would he know something? Okay, with his ESP maybe. But if we rescue these kids, it'll reveal our location of the Black Ghost. And yeah, of course, Uran. It's in the best interest of my kind, after all. But, okay, it's impossible to wake 001. Been trying. It's been nearly a fortnight. He only has 2 more days left in his sleep cycle. Okay, so this is normal for him. Really, I don't understand these Esper babies. 15 days of sleep, then 15 wide awake. Damn. That's crazy. That actually sounds pretty... I don't know if that sounds good, actually. No, I take it back. It doesn't sound good at all. Because you're having to trade 15 days for 15, like, awakes. That's not even how we do it normally. We don't trade a day of sleep for a day of awake. Oh, there's a break in the story. Kidnappers have designated a place for the... a place and time for the ransom drop. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at the summit of Mount Fuji. What?! You want the Japanese government to pay, and you want it to be at the summit of Mount Fuji at 4 p.m. Such a random time. But yeah, we can't take a child. I'm not really a little kid, and you know it, kid. Nope. But hey, if this gets him to be less in the story, and we get the focus to other people, then perfect. Hey, 002 and I will handle this on our own. Okay, still, some more time with 002. Happy for that. Radio, Daddy-O. Hey, Mr. Dr. Gilmore Sensei God! Please put an acceleration switch on me too, please! No way! What is it? Fine, catch! If I'm like this, I can go. A small shark, so he can only be small things now? Is he really gonna go as a small shark? Oh my god, he did. Why did we take him? And then he turned into a baby anyway. Why did we do this? Listen, I know I said he's my favorite character, but this is... I take it back. I shouldn't have said it. Something strange about the weather. Unnatural. Yeah, but the only way the kidnappers can get away is by air, so you're just saying, like, the weather is strange because they can't get away. Not like something's causing the weather to be the way it is, but... Oh my god, so okay, 002 gets fly away, but he hops on our fucking back, and he fucking up and away, partner. You're such an asshole. I hate you now. Did you feel that? So cool, I don't feel nothing. But alright, made it to the peak, made it to the summit. 5 minutes early, but we're gonna be waiting up there for him, or something else. No, okay, well, so this is the people bringing the money, and then these are the people expecting the money. With, like, the glasses they were wearing in fact, but I guess they just have to wear them because the conditions here. But yeah, not gonna show them the kids. And just, yeah, anyone else want to ask any questions? You guys didn't bring any security up here to deliver the money? Jesus. But alright, it's a good thing we're here. But alright, time to fight some jetpack people. Always fun. Yeah, fly above him. Nope, watch your head, buddy. Bonk. And now, disappears as well. And now I'm back like a bad cold. Tell your mama I said hi. And then he's just going around with a mallet. Don't worry, 002. You set him up and I knock him down. He's ridiculous. Feels like a Go to Guy character. Just why do we have a random fucking child here? He acts like a child now too. Alright, so our plan is to have 002 stay close to them, and then we just track 002 and go after him. And now here is the castle, the titular castle. And we were like here before he landed, it seems. As he was landing, we're already here. But alright, they're shacked up in that pad. Without the ransom, nothing stopping them from harming the kids. So yeah, we just gotta run in there. You guys, this wall. Oh, I thought they were leaving him behind, but no, there is like an electric wall here that like threw a thing in and it shocks it. Just like the house from before. But okay. So we're going to go as high as we can and then come in from the skies. But the skies ain't looking too friendly. We can handle them. Yeah, clear the air first. Okay. Alright, but yeah, this should not be too hard at all. And I gotta say, the action scenes in Cyborg 009 they leave a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired. They are so bad. I like the plot, but he was just hiding in that, or just transformed himself into that maybe. Until that one to the grandkids knocked out by a snowman. Sheesh. Alright, now we can fly inside. Now we get inside. Alright, drop us off. And they got a bunch of guard dogs. A lot of guard dogs. But alright, take them out. Aw, poor puppies. And yeah, he turns into one himself. And we gotta beat him. No, it's me. Alright. Kick our way inside. And, vacuum robots? What are these things? A new challenge behind every door. That's what the best manga are all about. What the fuck are these things? They look like fucking big-ass, people-sized Roombas. But I assume, yeah, they got laser beam eyes. But got out of there in time. And he just turns into a gecko or something. I don't know what the fuck this is. But alright, managed to get away, it looks like. And they have all the kids in frozen? They have them frozen, I assume? What the fuck? Like cryogenic boxes? I don't know. Yeah, we're not seeing his face. A good show making it this far. Your efforts almost warrant returning the takes we took. But you know, I can't do that. Unless, of course, you'd be happy with our dead bodies. You're welcome to peruse the mausoleum before you yourself are entered. Okay, so he just has them on display or something? And are the children already dead? Okay, not quite yet. But once these little chambers fill with poisonous gas, their little mortal coils may slip. And okay, what is this face? Mass infanticide is a small hobby of mine, you see. Okay, so yeah, he just likes to fucking kill kids. That's it. That's all this is. Can't let you do that, can we? Oh, but the poison gas has already started? Yeah, just break the cases. But he bonks himself out. And then what happened to him? He just fell over and then also what the hell? What just happened? Okay, he's an Esper with telekinesis. He's just making us go boom, 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 boom all around. Yeah, turn yourself into a ball. That'll help. Unless you get shot at. Or a knife. Did he throw a knife at you? Or was there just a knife? I don't know. Where the fuck did that knife come from? At least try and turn around so you can see the children die. I'm dedicating this particular massacre to you. You see, I need money so that I can build a spectacular laboratory in which to indulge in all of my hobbies. It's an imperative in my life. So I'll kill these children now, kidnap more later, keep doing it until I get what I want. What a cartoon villain! But the gas won't come out. 001 to the other Esper, awoken time. What's this? I didn't kidnap that kid. Alright, we're saved, yay! But powers don't work on him because he's a more powerful Esper. These fucking eyes, did he have these eyes before? But alright, freed all the kids. There we go. Then okay, yep. Big boom. End it so fast. We always end it so fast. Alright, save the kids. Got out of there. Hopefully now that we're done with the kid plot, you can become a man again. I sure hope so. But yeah, this one, I don't know. This one I give a 5 out of a 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. It was, you know, it's above average, but it was still greatly lacking compared to the other. Like, yeah, the one before this was much better. Alright, got volume 4 here. He's got a green uniform on this one, interestingly enough. To, I guess, contrast with the red background, and the red title, and the red hair, and the red scarf, and the red gloves. But also, we got the spider robot here on this. We got, which one was that? 011. 011 we got on the cover here. Not at all relevant, but okay. Chapter 15, Empty War. Empty War. But high above the ocean, a passenger jet flies. Norse Airlines. Don't know what the hell that is, but some intercepting UFOs. Some crazy sci-fi aircrafts. Shoots them straight down. Shoots them straight down. Into pieces. And, someone escapes. Someone manages to escape, but the rest of the plane crashes in the ocean. Mission accomplished, it seems, but a cyborg flying out a doctor here, assuming that's a cyborg. But they see, and they try and shoot him down. But assuming he managed, okay, he went into the water. Okay, now they can go in there too. They got multi-purpose vehicles. They can go underwater as well. And there's too much wreckage now because of the plane, so can't use radar. Alright, just pepper the area with bullets. Oh, we just put him in a fucking hollowed out, like a tin or a barrel or whatever. But so you just got a little pocket of air. Hope they don't hit him. And then here's our cyborg here, looking very classically cyborg. But they found him, fire missiles at him, goes into a cave, and they're just going to be like, well, we got him, assumingly. Yeah, did we get him? Can't tell. What, submarine? Is this our submarine? So now they all got to flee, assuming this is ours. But okay, interesting. Very primitive robot design here. But we don't move. Yeah, we all go out there. And yeah, our swimmers all join. You're not even, why are you out? You didn't even transform yourself into a dolphin or anything. But you are back to an old man again. Thank God. Thank God. So he was just a kid for that one chapter. Okay, thank God. And yeah, that's a good question. Are you a cyborg or are you a robot? Why are you not transformed? But okay, he is just a robot. But then how can you read our minds? I don't think he was reading your minds. Like, well, I guess he was saying, like, oh, and what if I am? I thought he was saying, what if I am a cyborg? But no, like, and what if I am reading your minds? But no, just a robot, but he can read our minds. My cerebral signal is tuned to the same frequency as your brain transmissions. Okay. My cerebral signal is tuned to the same frequency as your brain transmissions. So, yeah, it's not that you're reading our minds, you're just, like, hearing our transmitted, you know, communication, which we're definitely doing because we're underwater, so we have to transmit that way. So did you hear the explosion? The explosion. Oh no, the doctor! I don't know why he's like, so wait a minute, did you hear the explosion? I'm not sure why we were questioning that, but okay, let's follow him back to the doctor. Okay, you would have been fine. You didn't have that small of an air pocket in there. But then, yikes, a sea monster! It's not a sea monster, it's just a British man. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. So we're referred to as the 00 series. That's a genius way of doing it. We got 9 of us, all 9 of us are 00 something. Everyone else is going to be 0 something something. So that's a perfect way to distinguish them. And okay, came to Japan to find you. Mustachio? Is that who this is? But I work for Black Ghost in their engineering department, okay? And then he, you know, fucked off, and now he's going to join us. So, okay, they're working on a satellite missile base. They claim that it has the ability to shower down missiles on any corner of the globe. You are acting a lot like Mustachio as well. I mean, both of you act so much like Mustachio and Ichanamizu, so much like the Astro Boy characters compared to everybody else in the series. Why is he lifting a chair up to the table? The Black Ghost wants the world to cower at its feet. That's right! You're a bunch of bloody villains! Okay, yeah, so then he wanted to join us. I mean, so, as soon as I heard about you, I guess, yeah, he wasn't part of the scientist team, he was part of the engineering team, so he would have just heard about it, not seen it. And okay, so yeah, this is his robot, Android, JQ? I was supposed to see a Q there? JQ, assumingly, and decided to follow your lead. Okay. I mean, that's not really what he did, but kind of, in a smaller way. But it wasn't as lucky as you. They were on to us from the moment we took off. Yeah, I mean, well, we weren't that easy. They were on to us the moment we took off as well. It's just you aren't as strong as us, really. This expression, I can't get over it. You're just Mustachio. But in the meanwhile, in the middle of the speech... Oh, never mind. It's all something that's happening. This is just what he's picturing. Oh, yeah, tired of all the death, all the destruction. I feel like I'm part of the cause, because you are part of the cause, but, you know, I'm glad you defected. And he is getting real steamed. He's normally not this steamed. Yeah, we weren't exactly lucky either. Followed us as well. We were just able to hold him off. But yeah, now we got a missile base to deal with. Yeah, I think we should take it out for the Black Ghost causes even more destruction. Brilliant! Where is it? Yeah, we want to do that. Where is it? But okay, I know a place. I know a place, Strange Rock Island. Oh, that's the name of it? That's not a descriptor. That's the name of the place, Strange Rock Island. But he wishes he knew. Okay, he doesn't know where it is, but he knows the place. Okay, but Gilmore knows. All right. But okay, it's not going to be on the map, but you'll be able to tell from the surrounding locations. Might be able to just remember. Okay, yeah. Yeah, can't tell. He can't tell. Damn. Now we got some spy dolphins. Yep, reconnaissance dolphins again. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many. It only takes one. Let's go deal with it. I don't know if you should be going to deal with the 004. You can't breathe underwater. But alright, the dolphins are scared. Yep, let's take them down. Alright. Yes, merman, you go do it. But don't kill them, just catch them. Bet you anything those dolphins know how to get to Strange Rock Island. Okay. Hell yes. Smart. So let's capture these dolphins. Alright, just punching these dolphins in the stomach, slamming them together. Oh my god. But alright, we got them. Bring them in. They're gonna die without water. But alright, can't we just ask them? They're bound to understand. Really? Oh, we've seen them communicate through telepathy. Okay, yeah, I guess that works. So let's telepathize with them. Yeah, let's try when they wake up. And yeah, water, need water. Yeah, put you in the water, but only have to answer our questions. Where is Strange Rock Island? Not talking. Is he thinking? And he knows of it. Holding out. You ain't gonna see another drop of water unless you tell us. This is so brutal, but they are spy dolphins from Black Ghost. Yeah, alright. He tells us. Alright, turn starboard. Alright, full power. Switch to autopilot. We're heading to Strange Rock Island. Alright, we have a little aquarium aboard. This is how it feels to be a prisoner of war. Just tell that to these dolphins. Bet we could pump them for all sorts of information. Alright. But given time, they'll probably want to leave Black Ghost soon enough. Okay, so then we can get them working for us. That'd be dope. But alright, I figured it out. Here it is. But yeah, it's going to have tight security, but when does it not? And just a little fly fish getting caught. But then what? He drops it because, we're in his little nest. Like our periscope comes out of his nest. He's just sticking his head right in our fucking viewfinder. Oh my god. I do like the gags in Ishinomori a lot more than I like the gags in a lot of other 60 stuff, to be fair. But okay, and it splits in half? I just like the kind of cave wall that opened up. They're all shocked. Why is the octopuses always got the fucking headband like they're a carpenter? Where did it start with octopuses being carpenters? And I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what is going on there. But okay, so it opens up for a rocket to be launched out of. Yeah, the missile base. So, okay. That's how they launch them. And it closes back up again. But yeah, how do we stop a rocket? Like, they fired the rocket, but what are we going to do? Well, you use another rocket or something. Brilliant idea. If they even have another rocket. But okay. Like, so this might be their only rocket? What? But okay, so we are going to try and take down this rocket before it causes any damage. We're going to try and intercept it with our own rocket. But yeah, we can't all go. So, okay. Me, 008, 006, and 004 will go. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine having, 004, 007, and 002 are the ones that we do the most often. And, like, as we have just one of them and then we swap out the other ones, fine with that. Yeah, I'm sure I just slipped your mind, mate. He's right. Thank you. I think I should go, too. But good. Get more of her. That's true, yeah, she'll be very, very handy on a stealth mission because of her powers. But alright, yeah, the robot's gonna go as well. It's pretty useful, built to myself. This is a lot of people to be taken now. But okay. And he really wants to go. But you've been on every mission, dude. Alright, we're out. We got quite a squad, though. You were close. What is this little thing? Is that like, Tezuka draws weird things in the corner sometimes? Is that like that, but for Ishinomori? Does he also have weird things he draws sometimes? I don't know. But alright, more dolphins. They got a hell of a lot of reconnaissance dolphins around here. And, oh my god, got bit by a fucking eel. But alright, this robot, pretty handy. Pretty nice. And yeah, I always forget that it's not just our bodies that are extremely good, but our clothing is also stopping the bullets and shit as well. Like, our clothes never rip, they stop the bullets themselves. Little clam with a pearl in it. Doesn't. Okay, perimeter sensor, I see. She's so shocked. Okay. Didn't send a signal. Okay, that was Dr. Yamazaki is what that guy's name was. And now we got a minefield here as well. But alright, just got past that super easy. But I do appreciate Ishinomori does so much like this where he's just like, and then there was a minefield. It was a thing for 3 panels, don't worry about it. But it wasn't just an idea, a thing they did. There's not a lot of laziness in this manga. There's just been constant shit. Every page there's shit we gotta do. Alright, cool. Swim through this little crack here, then come up through this little inside pool. But okay, let's just melt through this wall. Yep, make our own entrance. Nice. Okay, they do have another rocket that they are about to launch, so we can take that over. This is good. Let's go for the gunpowder supplies, make a big explosion. Alright, hell yeah. Alright, wait till you hear the boom, then, yeah, use that as a distraction. Hell yeah. Smart. The way these guys are dressed, too. Again, so early shocker. Okay, so he tries to shoot his way inside, and then the alarm goes off. But that kind of works as a distraction as well. But okay, 008, gonna make a distraction as well here. I love how much this manga has, I'm gonna make a distraction, and they do make a distraction. Oops, that's my goddamn alarm. But I appreciate how much, they do this shit with the distraction, and somebody makes a distraction, and it works. It is useful. We can distract people and then go do a thing. Like, I appreciate that. It's very rare where you read a manga where someone's like, I'm gonna do a distraction, and it works. Or, even way more so, usually person A is like, I'm going to distract them so you, person B, can do a thing. And in 99.9% of manga, person A goes, does a distraction thing, person B simply watches them do it, watches the entire thing unfold, then goes, does their thing after the entire distraction is over. I don't know why. It still ends up working most of the time, but I don't know why so many manga love to do that. They wait for the entire distraction to be over before the other person does their thing at all. But, so, gotta give Ishinomori praise for something that shouldn't need to be given praise for. This should be the bare minimum, but I appreciate it so much more because no other mangaka knows how to do a distraction. Alright, we zip our way in there. Take him hostage. And the rest of them on their way as well. Okay. But, whoa, what the hell was that? He just spins his head around and then flashes them with a beam? I don't know what that was. Is that a light thing or is that electrocution? I don't know what he did. But now the whole place is shaking. Ah, there's the gunpowder blast. Okay. Jesus Christ, that was too much gunpowder. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. Yeah, but too late anyway. The gunpowder seemed to be the thing that caused us to fail here. Yikes. But, wait a minute, is that us? Maybe they were able to board it? Okay, yeah, maybe. And yeah, until we hear from them, we gotta just assume the worst. Either they're on that ship, or it's all Black Ghost. It's one of the two. One's really bad, one's really good. But alright, 008 got away. Okay, the rest, where are them? Okay, he's trapped in rocks. Alright, blast the rocks away. And then, I'll use that as a transition into this. Terrific. Alright, those two made it. And he made it as well. Okay, he made it as well. Hell yeah. We got 3 of us up here. He's so amicable. Okay, since you hijacked the rocket, what should we do now? Alright, flies to the satellite base. Black Ghost is just constructing. And yeah, once it's destroyed, decide what to do with you. Fair enough. He's so amiable. However, I think I should warn you. It's going to take a lot more than the 4 of you to even put a dent in that satellite. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, we're in space already. This is crazy. We were designed to be in space, and we are already in space. Like a big old blue ball wrapped in white thread. So cool. And the way that it's drawing the clouds is like... But alright, we're crossing over. And again, remember, this manga came out before we got on the moon. Men have been in space by this point, but we haven't got to the moon yet. Crossing over tonight, and there's the moon. It's watching the Earth. Oh, playing just why he's being so amicable, just waiting for his moment. But okay, rockets are full of raw materials to use on the space station, or the satellite, I should say. And that makes sense. The rocket's just gonna be like dismantled, used for parts as well. It's pretty smart. Yeah, you want to give him Black Ghost shoe size while you're at it? Care to share anything else, number 28? He's sweating really big. Press me enough, might even spare your life. Well, actually there are 2 bases. Okay, the other one's saying it. You'll see the first base soon enough, but Black Ghost is building another one on the moon. That was our original destination. Okay, so now they're both just speaking. They're both just talking. Maybe this wasn't him talking? The speech bubble is pointed directly to him, but maybe not. Maybe it's supposed to be him. I don't know. So, okay, yeah, they don't want to be destroyed by Black Ghost, because Black Ghost, when he sees they're not going to the moon and they're going to the first base, he's going to just kill them. And can't fight back on this vessel, so they're both talking. Okay, so they were both talking the entire time. Okay. And we can't even get too far enough away from the moon base, because, yeah, they can shoot every single corner of the globe, then they can shoot us out in space as well, probably. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Let's just fly away. Fly away where? You just said there's nowhere to go. Yeah, they're desperately not wanting to die, but if you don't want to die, don't work with Black Ghost. Alright, here's the big old satellite. But okay, yeah, we're not responding to anything, so send out a recon ship, try and figure out what's going on here. It could be many different things going on here. Alright, send out a recon. Just drifting. Too much interference, can't get a reading. Okay, gonna have to board it. They just have little cloths over their fucking mouths in space. But alright, now we got them. Don't you move. Where are they? We had a sheet that looked like space, just a black sheet with dots on it. Ninja technique, Sumi Goromi, or Sumi Goromo. It's a little trick I learned reading ninja manga. I do love that he's a guy who reads manga. Who are you? I'm the enemies, fellas. But alright, he tries to get away. Nope, ain't getting away from our acceleration switch. And alright, straight up, I'm gonna stop the satellite. You wanna help me and live? Choose one. But I also like this manga's made it very clear that, like, we struggle every time facing off against Black Ghost's armies. You know, they are massive. It is a real army. You know, we're not just like, oh, this is easy peasy. Like, it's a death wish going with us as well. But okay. So, our little spaceship thing here, the recon disc, has a self-destruct sequence we can use to blow it up and blow up the satellite. And the satellite's powered by an atomic reactor, so blow that up. Alright, let's just wrap this up quick. Let's just blow this up and onto the moon. I imagine this will be like 1 page, knowing the pace of this manga. Seems like it. Was that it? Okay, that was it. Done. To the moon. Alright, to the moon. That was everything. We wrap up so fast. You're a madman. Just because I have to be. Well, that explosion was huge. Probably felt it all the way to the moon. They'll be waiting for us. Probably already fired missiles at us. Then what do we do? I don't know. We're fucked either way, so just keep pressing forward. Yeah, they must be freaking out. What the fuck just happened? Our satellite just exploded! But yeah, there's a transport rocket flying away from the area. But a transport rocket couldn't inflict that kind of damage. Maybe it's an escape vessel. Attempted communication, no response though. Got no choice. Take it down. Assume the worst. Same as Dr. Gilmore and Below are doing. Alright. Launch the missiles after us. That's a good thing we're not on that anymore, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, we were designed to fight in space. You think we can't just fly in space? Oh my god, we're just skating on these two guys. Oh, I mean, they have jetpacks they can survive out here. That's crazy. But yeah, gonna have to figure out another way back to Earth. That's true as well. I mean, I assume we just fly back down. Like, I mean, the re-entry might be bad, though. Alright, yeah, what do we do about these two? Now that we're on the moon, what do we do? But yeah, they have been helpful, so even though we got no use for them, what do we do? Can't just let them go. I'll knock him out. Okay, just knock him out. Okay. Okay, he didn't just punch him. Yeah, I guess he was just standing there and he just fell over, so. Just let him using oscillation waves. Alright, so we got an hour. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, 12 cyborgs and 3 combat robos ahead of this. Wait, these guys are cyborgs? Well, I guess it was like number 28 and shit, so I guess, you know, I wasn't number 028? I don't remember. But either way, these guys are cyborgs too. Like us, these are cyborg soldiers. They suck. I thought it was supposed to be the higher the number, the stronger they were. Okay, so we're going to stay here, deal with the cyborgs. Meanwhile, JQ goes to the base, destroys it himself. I mean, sure, JQ hasn't really done shit yet. He's just kind of been here. Alright, this time 009 will be the distraction, and the others, take him out when you get the chance. Alright, alright. 4 initial staging areas, and this must be the control dome. So, okay, he fires off all of his limbs individually. And yeah, these fighting scenes, still so bad. But yeah, they are what they are. They are what they are. Especially explosions suck. But alright, taking care of that. What the fuck is your neck? And the base destroyed. Big old nuclear explosion. Yeah, alright. Blew up a nuke on the moon. So yeah, they had a ton more missiles than they had actual troops here. So, alright. We got some rockets we can use to get home. And yeah, JQ's dead. I assumed so. And alright, I guess just see pieces of them all over the place. Damn it. Damn, that's crazy. Just body parts all over the place. Alright, back to Earth. And the submarine. Back down there. Okay, I don't know why we needed a random shot of the submarine. Feels like the start of a next chapter. But, yeah. This chapter as well, not as good. Past 2 have not been nearly as good. This whole arc, I'm not sure. I liked the first arc so much, but since then it hasn't been nearly as good. But I still love Ishinomori so much, so I'm going to keep reading. But it's definitely been not living up to the hype that I was hoping it was going to be living up to, like the first part. But we'll see. I'm enjoying it nonetheless. I'm not enjoying it. I'm still very much enjoying it. But it went from like a 10 out of 10, this is an insane manga that I can't believe I've never read this. I'm so happy to be reading this, to like, yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. You know, it's pretty good. But it's not like what I thought it was going to be. And okay, before we get into our next chapter here, this chapter actually came out in Basatsu Shonen King. So normally the series is in Weekly Shonen King, but occasionally there's special chapters that came out in Basatsu Shonen King. There was 3 of them that came out in Basatsu Shonen King. We've already read 2 of them, I think, and then there's now this chapter came out. Anyway, first let's look through the issue covers, like the magazine covers, for when it was in Weekly Shonen King up to where we are right now, I believe. We might have already looked at these. I can't remember if we've already looked at these or not. But I'm going to go through them again either way. But, like, just getting to see them all in color here. I feel like we did go over this one, but maybe I'm just remembering when I got these all and I collected these all, and I'm just thinking about that. But, either way, they have, like, green uniforms here on the cover here, which we also saw him with a green uniform on one of the color images in the manga itself as well. And then I think this is then like running away from the rocket base. Assumingly this is from like roughly when it started. I don't know if this is like the first cover or not. November of 1964. I mean, that's the cover date anyway. And I'm still curious if they're going to have these guns, these rifles. We only have our main gun thing, or pistol, but, you know, we don't have these. And again, he's got very, very shoujo eyes. It feels like Ishinomori really wants to, like, he is like torn between, he has a very shoujo art style, but he wants to write very shonen stories. He's kind of torn between the two right now. seeing that also in Mutant Sabu. But, yeah, not much else to say about this one. I guess, like, his hair is not nearly as prominent in this one, like, the shape of it. Alright, then we got this one here. Yeah, much more prominent styled hair there. Fighting. This is like a generic one. We didn't fight anything like this, did we? Or was that just like one of the mecha from Black Ghost? Was that like one of the, No, I don't know. I don't think it was, but... I don't know. Either way, just, and then we're using our acceleration switch here on the cover. Got our classic red uniform on there. God, this eye is gigantic. It's a massive fucking eye. Holy shit. And then we got this one here, which is just like the two most popular things in the magazine right now, I assume. This is like, I think this is Monster Kid by Fujio Fujiko, the duo that did Doraemon and a bunch of other stuff. Check that out on the channel as well. But yeah, I assume that's what this is. Or I assume, yeah, that's who this is. And I also assume that's what this is in like, here's two popular characters in the magazine. Man, I thought his eye was big. Jesus Christ. Looking at them side by side, so different. And the Japanese flag behind them. It's like, this is the hot stuff in Japan right now. I'm not sure if that's true. It seems like Cyborg 009 was actually not getting a ton of covers or anything like that. Like, it was, you know, it's surprising compared to like a lot of other series we're going over. It was very, very lacking in a lot of stuff. This is like over the course of years looking at all these covers. This might have been the last one it had in the entire magazine, I think. Like, and this only came out in 65. Like, we're already up to 66 right now, reading Cyborg 009, and this is the last one I could find. But also, it's got not just him here, but we also got Francois here as well. That's cool. Glad to see her. She got a magazine cover as well, aside from the very first one. But yeah, and his hair color changes every fucking time. The scarf changes. But I do like that. Alright, now we have the Bisatsu Shonen King ones. These were the ones where it's like a special issue sort of thing. Like, you know, it's a like holiday issue usually, or like there's like a New Year's issue. Like, it ran in both New Year's issues and then also in a like early autumn issue or whatever. But so we have this one, which was the first, yeah, this is the first one that, you know, just has a little him on the rocket here. That's it. Everything else not related, but it's just cool to get to see what else was, like, the magazine covers were like at this time. Especially for, like, special issues and stuff like that. But yeah, so even when it was here for a special issue, it just got a little rocket. But so did Monster Kid, which is extremely popular, so. Then we got this one here, which is, again, just Monster Kid here on the cover, but we have Cyborg 009 here. Got a little butterfly, and again, green uniform. But yeah. Oh, no, we also got him here, too. Okay, so there's, like, red uniform, green uniform one. Got reversed ones here. That's cool. Are these all from, like... No, I was going to say, are they all, like, reversed, like, both series? But it doesn't seem like it. So, we just got two covers here. Cool. And then this is the one for this issue, I'm pretty sure. Which we can, yeah, see him right here in this little ball. But, yeah, nothing else to say about this one. Yeah, the Cyborg 009 covers really get the shit into the stick. Really get the shit into the stick. Not like a whole lot of these are much better, but like, you know, 009, not a very expressive person, and so the covers don't look very good. But okay, now to the actual chapter. But the fact that this was in a special issue, this wasn't a holiday issue, probably going to mean that it's a little bit more standalone than normal. What was the ones that were also in the special issues? So it was also the Empty War chapter that we just read. And then it was one of the Birth chapters. Maybe it was the very first one. I'm not sure. But Birth, whichever one. You know, the whole thing was called Birth. So I guess the one that was actually called Birth was the one that was in Bisatsu. Anyway, now we can read this fucking thing. So we are picking up where we left off. Of course, all this was merged for the volumes as we're reading it. But it's good to know, you know, how it came out originally. But, so we're picking up where we left off with Passenger Jet being chased by these planes, or these, you know, UFOs, basically. Here's another of our various battles with cybernetically engineered Black Ghost agents. Okay, cool. I like, you know, kind of just put that for the audience who's not, you know, doesn't know what the fuck this is, because it's a special issue. But yeah, what do they want this time? I assume this is not the satellite thing again, so what do they want? Well, blow us up again. Okay, yet again. Also, I said pick it up where we left off, but we're not picking up where we left off because we ended with the moon thing. We didn't, you know, we just did the passenger jet thing, so my brain instantly went like, oh, we're picking up where we left off. But no, that was all solved and everything like that. We're not picking up where we left off. But okay, you got, this looks like a cyborg, I think. I've been sent here to protect you. Okay. We got another one that's like a just robot or something. But this is like Dr. Kaminari, but this does look so much like JQ and Yamazaki. It looks a lot like that, but okay. See where we go. I'm no longer an agent of the Black Ghost. Okay, so he's one of our Zero series, not Zero series, but the Zero series. All right, gets out of there. Plane explodes, crashes. So similar to our previous chapter. Extremely similar to our previous chapter. All right, yeah. C, not CS like Cyborg Soldier, but C11 and not 011. But I will write it down though. Because yeah, I mean we already have an 11. To be fair, we already have an 11, so it can't be 11. He's C11, and his mission was to destroy you. And yeah, Black Ghost ordered it, but he didn't do it. All right, please brace yourself. What are we about to do? Go underwater? I assume so. Yep, into the water. Splash down. And yeah, but they can go too, so it's not much of an escape. Okay, they see him getting away, but where'd you put the doctor? Where'd you put the doctor? And now he goes into a cave. They blow it up. This is just like the previous chapter. This is exactly like our fucking previous chapter. And okay, yeah, then he's in the barrel. Okay, so this is just going to be exactly like our previous chapter. This is going to be, you know, this is so weird. This is so weird, but it is a different story. But he just ran the same story in 2 magazines and was like, people won't notice. I don't know if he redrew a lot of this for this one or what. I don't know. And okay, granddaughter abducted as well. And yeah, they got jetpacks as well. Yep, remembering. But alright, yeah, same thing. So this is all, this doesn't even seem like it's redrawn anyway, so we're just gonna like, I'm not sure if I'll say anything about this one, but we'll see. But okay, so actually the difference here, so he's not an old friend here this time, but he is quite famous, working on some dreadful weapon, and so garnered the nickname Thunder and Lightning. So okay, that's why he's Dr. Kaminari. It's a deadly device near microscopic, snowflake-shaped nanomachines that infuse into the sky. Together they create a massive electric current that makes the very sky explode. Okay, so that's going to be also similar to like stopping planes or that. But making them go mad inside, I wonder. Just the kind of mind ripe for exploitation. Yep. And okay, it's not a remembering thing this time, it's just like I should be able to figure out where Black Ghost would build a secret base. And yeah, him being a baby in this one is inexplicable. So he definitely wrote the original one first and then went, oh, I have to do a special issue for this magazine? What if I just submitted the exact same story twice but changed a few story elements, rearranged some panels? It's crazy they did include this in the volume, though, as well. So, I mean, that must mean it's canon as well, that we basically did the exact same thing twice. But alright, got a weather machine that can make it snow as well. Cool. I guess, yeah, that has to explain why we're on, like, an Arctic place here. The fact that you can make it snow via weather machine instead of being in the Arctic. Gotta get out of the snow. The snow is going to, like, shock amongst the everything. Nope, I don't know. But, the wall thing still happened here. Well, I guess, yeah, we're turning the wall thing into an electric device thing that'll shock the entire sky. It's gonna bring 002 down. And then a big old rumble. Whoa. What the hell just happened? I don't even know what just happened. I guess the whole thing just exploded. Everything exploded. Yep, whole place exploded. It looks exactly... They're really not trying to hide it much at all. But yeah, the gunpowder, right. The prototype wasn't ready yet, but I needed something or they would have killed my granddaughter, so I used the gunpowder to create an explosion. Oh, okay. Alright. Put that mind to work on peace rather than destruction. And okay, that's the end. Alright, that was a weird chapter. You should have worried, what the fuck were you doing? Really phoning that one in. Okay, now we're on to Deep Sea Wanderer, chapter 17. We got more fucking dolphins. I swear to God, if we do the same fucking plot again. You know, these dolphins spot our submarine, gonna go back and tell. In 1960, a scientist named John C. Lilly in Vienna announced the results of his research on dolphins, which revealed that they have a highly complex language and even the ability to mimic human language. According to his written report, their brain is about the same size, if not slightly larger, than the human brain. But it is their brain organization that exceeds that of a human. It is their brain organization. Like, you know, just like the organizational structure within their brain. Cool, didn't know that. The Black Ghost scientists concentrated their efforts on training a large number of these dolphins to be their eyes and ears out in the open sea, As a result, the Black Ghost created entire legions of these aquatic mammals to perform stealthy reconnaissance around the globe. He's got so many of them, and the Black Ghost is truly a formidable opponent. He has got a lot of shit going on. He is a formidable guy. But alright, now they're gonna go alert Black Ghost of our origins. They're just like reporting it on the screen as well. Alright, got another ship here. Gonna shoot some torpedoes at us. This one's got a gun like us, though. Is he another cyborg soldier? I'm not sure. But okay, we spotted them too. 180 yards ahead of us, we spotted him. Yeah, he's coming up behind us. This is a good shot of everybody. I like that. Or was this them saying, like, enemy sub? And then we're back to... yeah, okay, so they have, like, the bulbous one. We have, like, the sharp one. That's how I'll differentiate them. And, okay, they hit us. We're going to get a submarine battle? That'd be dope. Maybe this is where we're going to lose the sub. Both the nose people smash into each other. Alright, trying to escape. Oh, and then, Stingray, or is that a ship? I like this design too. It's like the kind of design I would come up with. Alright, so yeah, let's follow with the Devil Ray 00A camera. 00A. Interesting. Like, is it Devil Ray 00A? Like, is the whole name Devil Ray 00A camera? Or is it Devil Ray 00A camera? Or is it Devil Ray 00A camera? Or what is it? Ishimori, just I really appreciate, like, all the random people that are not a character. They appear in one panel, but he gives me unique designs. I appreciate it. And yeah, of course, they got underwater lenses. I mean, this one as well, the bug, I guess, can go underwater as well. Or it's just telling us, I don't know, if it's got underwater lenses, it can go underwater. So, so okay, they're not attacking right now, waiting for us to resurface. But something's approaching, something big. That's not the submarine, that's something else? Okay, it's not the sub, it's something else. It's alive. But okay, whales don't swim this deep? Damn, we're deep down. Very deep. So what monster lurks in the depths here? Big giant squid? Yep, the Kraken. The Kraken. Oh my god, okay. The Kraken's got our ship. Now all the equipment's just breaking. We got no idea what it is. But it's squeezing the guts out of this submarine. Alright, Merman's gonna go check it out. Alright, 005, 008, where are you guys going? I'm not sure. With us in the water? Why do we keep bringing people underwater who aren't the underwater people? What the fuck are we doing? But yeah, this is so big you can't even tell what the hell it is. But alright, yeah, now zoom out a little bit. You can tell it's an octopus. Okay, so that's not theirs. It's not theirs. They have no idea what the fuck that thing is either. Okay, no, they do know what it is. It's this guy's work. So, Dr. Dressler. So, he's made of, like, robot giant squid. What? So, like, but, and then, like, also, like, we saw him glaring originally before. He's really glowering throughout all this. And he glares at him and then walks away. This is not how I intended for my research to be applied. My growth serum was intended to promote life, not achieve death. Every day the world's population expands while the food supply decreases. Giant animals can feed 5 times as many humans as a regular-sized creature. Growth serum alpha was the key to ending world hunger. So yeah, classic. I mean, this is like the Pym particles. But I mean, that says a lot. You know, we got a lot of stuff at this time that's trying to figure out, like, you know, oh, what would be a way to solve world hunger, and, like, you know, getting a lot of, like, stories that are involving that with, like, magical stuff or scientific, you know, advancements like this, like growth serums and stuff like that. Or, like, you know, the original, like, Ant-Man thing of, like, the shrinking thing. It's like, well, what if you just shrank down really small and then ate food that was normal size and then regrew? I mean, also, like, it was good for shipping shit across countries and everything like that. We got so many people here just gathered around. I feel like we're gonna kill all these people. They're in a submarine. If this thing just gets destroyed, they're all dead. But alright, well, they're all gonna watch 009. Take it on. We can just, remove each of its limbs one by one, maybe. It's the best way to do it with an octopus. Remove its limbs. And okay, you can just rip straight out of it. Glad we're getting some more of you. Very glad. And yeah, just keep firing at it. Well, that one just, like, we went straight at its eyes. But I think, you know, take down its tentacles. But maybe we didn't need to. Maybe that was enough. And the sharks smell the blood from the octopus. So, Now they're after us, but yeah, you're gonna break your teeth on us. Yep, all the teeth break, and then just slap it. Just slap that fucking shark. Alright, alright. I like how we're dodging everything. We don't even need to dodge. We really don't need to dodge, but slam the shark into the other sharks. I love the cartoony fucking grabbing an animal by a tail and slamming it into other animals. Marvel Comics did it all the time too. And oh my god, he went straight through it. He ripped through its anus. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the other ones we were like, we don't need to kill him. That one you killed. You ripped straight through its anus. And now the ray. Yeah, they can see like its cameras or something. Yep, yep. Again, I love how he's like the most learned one out of all of us here. Alright, alright. Yeah, let's go find that submarine. Yeah, I hope it's not just a trap, but yeah, the dolphins are following it too, so everyone's going back there. And alright, there they are. Okay, so yeah, the BT electromagnetic wave that they had earlier was essentially gathering the fish and using the fish, you know, there were like wavelengths, their brain wavelengths to be able to figure out where the cyborgs are hiding. Because I don't think the fish are, maybe the fish are also robots or under their control or whatever, but I think they're just using them as like a radar, essentially. And now, okay, tiger shark missile? What is that? And then yes, like, but I don't know, the way this is like pinging the fish, maybe they are robots. I don't know. That'd be a hell of a lot of work though. Now, yeah, they're all swarming you, but maybe you could just like ping into their brainwaves and control their brainwaves via. Again, shit loves this. I will never get over the Marvel comic that posited that helicopters and spiders share the same wavelength, whatever the fuck that means. But hey, we are obsessed with it this time. And yeah, how do you swim through this? There's no water, it's just fish. But okay, he can maybe talk to them because he's a merman. But then here comes the tiger shark missile. The tiger shark missile is just, okay, it's not a missile that's like striped like a tiger shark or anything like that. I mean, I thought for a second maybe that, but I was like, no, it's not. It's going to be a real fucking tiger shark. But it is. It's a fucking tiger shark. They got like a robot brain on it or something. But so they make the tiger shark swim to you and then fire the missile at like close range. So yeah, the Tiger Shark missiles, the latest in Black Ghost cybernetic technology. Cybernetically enhanced Tiger Sharks armed with guided missiles. The launching mechanism is psyokinetically linked with the shark's innate desire to kill. Oh my god, put missiles on a shark, hook it up to its brain, the shark just goes, I want to kill that thing. Missile fires! Oh my god. This is like, this could get so easily distracted. And okay, they're heat-seeking as well. I thought they were, or I'm not sure. But we dodge it, and then, or we destroy its brain, and then this can't be controlled anymore, so it's just going to hit it. Very coincidental. It's got the whole ocean, but it hit that when it didn't have any guidance anymore. Sure, whatever. Alright, now onto the sub. The three cyborgs approaching. Where? Right in front of the camera. And alright, he's just fucking punching that ship. Oh my god. Just punching the hull. But okay, need your strength. Rip open this. Let us inside. Hell yeah. I'm so curious why he's here. He cannot breathe underwater like we can. I guess we can all breathe underwater for like a long time. But like, he can breathe underwater for 2 hours. And Merman can do it like indefinitely. But like, how long can he? If it's like 2 hours for us. Like, if it's like an hour for him, that's not very impressive for us. It is still double, but alright, breaching the hull, flooding the submarine. Yeah, trying to give orders, but then water just rushes in. Alright, killed them all. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get back to the 101. Is that what we call our sub? The 101? Alright, hey little sea turtle, mind if I hitch a ride? He can't be faster than you. I mean, yeah, you got off him. But alright, killed a bunch of people, again. Now, time to move on to the next thing. So where do we go from here? The Indochina Peninsula. I trust you all know the Civil War in Vietnam and Laos. Okay. What is that, like Black Ghost involved in some way? This is also a lot more than a Civil War. This is a lot more than a Civil War. Calling it a Civil War is really like really downplaying it, but I mean it is, but it's a lot more than that. So okay, heard some disturbing rumors during our stay in Japan. Rumors of a superhuman guerrilla unit operating with the Viet Cong in North Vietnam, where they are purported to be using highly advanced weapons in this conflict. My instincts tell me they are being supported by the Black Ghost. Alright, yep. And yeah, Black Ghost would want the forever war to just continue raging and raging and raging, so he's going to feed into it. And okay, yeah, 001's napping, so can't ask him what he thinks of, but maybe we should go get involved. But yeah, Francois does not want to go, because yeah, she's the anti-violence one, wants to stay out of it. Yeah, I mean, we've been killing so many people, we've been fighting so much, and now you want us to go to a war zone? I mean, a really terrible one at that, like... But yeah, if we don't intervene, the Black Ghost will control the world. Gotta intervene. And yeah, its sole purpose is to keep people at war, so the engines of unrest fill its coffers, or all that stands in its way. But, suddenly, before we can even leave, ship under attack again, and then all the lights went out. Oh my god, okay, so we're sinking down. Has the Black Ghost found us? I don't know. Is this the Black Ghost, or is this just a jellyfish nest that, like, shocked our systems and took us offline? What the fuck is that down there? What is that? What the fuck? I don't even know. I don't know. Proportionally speaking, there are 4 sea animals to every land animal. That's crazy. But it makes a lot of sense. There's way more ocean than there is land. In the vast expanse and depths of the sea, there are a multitude of uncharted regions, each containing many undiscovered species. Some species are better left undiscovered. I love getting the whole map here as well. But okay, so we're like right here in the Pacific Ocean. So yeah, we just got to go like down around the Philippines and then reach it there. We'll probably go up through here. But okay, so what is this thing? Oh, a turtle maybe? Or no, this is like a Loch Ness Monster sort of looking thing? Think so? Seems like it. Yeah, it's a sea serpent, but those don't exist. Its scientific name is a plesiosaur. A plesiosaur. Okay, so this is just straight up a plesiosaur. We're just saying it's been down here the whole time. I mean, again, a big kaiju boom around this time too. Love doing it as well. So, makes sense. And okay, he's read a bunch about them, but I thought they were all extinct. I love that he's so learned. When did you learn all this shit? I mean, he must have been extremely learned and everything like that before he was, you know, about to be captured as a slave and that. Like, we keep bringing up, like, he was a slave, but he was about to be captured as a slave. He actually wasn't a slave. He was going to be, but he wasn't. And I love that we're bringing up, like, you know, sailors telling sailors telling stories of massive beasts of the sea and everything like that. But we also did that with the Kraken. Like, we just faced a giant fucking Kraken. I guess it was more of just a giant octopus. It wasn't really the Kraken or anything. But, okay. So behind it, also big fucking robot. Big robot man. What the fuck is going on here? Again, is this Black Ghost, or is this just a thing that exists here? I appreciate that this manga has a good, you know, balance of, like, this shit's Black Ghost stuff, and this is just stuff that exists in the world. This is just criminals that exist in the world. Yeah, are they robots? I don't know. The more they feed, the brighter they glow, so maybe they are robots. I don't know. But then, they're gonna stop us? Yeah, they just shock us, stop our systems as well. If they can do it to the ship, they can do it to us. Yeah, I love her just keeping this in fucking shadow the whole time. Okay, yeah, bring Joe back inside. Maybe now Merman's gotta deal with himself. Like, the fact that Joe takes care of everything, so maybe now it's up to the others. But okay, back inside, just hide from him right now. But yeah, I do like that they keep bringing it up too, like, we don't know if this is Black Ghost. We don't know. This could be Black Ghost, could not be, I don't know. But either way, the submarine, the cyborgs, and our guns, all powered by atomic energy. So, yeah, powerless against the jellyfish. I'm not sure if the jellyfish is going to stop atomic energy, but I get your point. And yeah, the jellyfish swarm's not our only problem. Don't forget the plesiosaur. Yeah, they don't know about that. What? Yeah, there's a sea serpent outside. It's fucking massive. Baby, come on, wake up. All gathered around him. Okay, he's waking. No time for goo-goo, baby. We gotta get out of here. What's he gonna do? Now he's glowing. Okay. In madness-induced experiments, 001's father altered his son's brain chemistry, opening up talents and abilities beyond that of a normal human. This, in turn, made 001 the first telepathic and telekinetic human being. Yeah. So, right now, 001's telekinetic powers the endangered submarine. Okay, so he's, like, bringing it back online or something? But, okay, cool. You can do that. That's awesome. But, again, something else. The plesiosaur is following us. Yeah, makes sense. But, okay, yeah, now without the jellyfish, let's just go take care of the plesiosaur. Alright, 005, gonna swim in through its mouth. Nope, okay, dodges the mouth, and then grabs its throat. Yep. Okay, and just rips its head off. Just ripped its head off. Well, then this are true. Coelacanths from the same era have also been discovered to exist. I knew it was likely the species survived as well, but I never expected to see one. If I only had the time to research it more carefully. They're thought to have gone extinct 60 million years ago. The coelacanth was caught recently off the southeast Africa. Oh, damn, that's cool. Didn't know about that. That's awesome. But Doctor found 2 of these jellyfish trapped in the airlock. Okay, so are they? Let's look at these. Exterior seems organic. Just another byproduct of the nuclear age. Okay, so these are nuclear jellyfish. That's why it was sapping our atomic energy. As countries began performing nuclear bomb tests in the deep sea, radiation spread throughout large regions of water. Much of the indigenous sea life became mutated. A jellyfish body is made up of 98% water, and the irradiated water caused severe mutations. That's cool. Like, that's why they were mutated more than anything else, because they're 98% water. But yeah, the 2 things that, he's obsessed with right now, mutations and cyborgs. And I mean, like, all of it seems to sort of be the same idea he has. He just kind of wants to tie the 2 together. Same with, like, all the telekinetic shit and Esper shit. Yeah, the disease of war affected even the oceans now. It was unheard of before, but now. But I mean, still, actually, the ocean's actually pretty well protected from the radiation and everything like that, actually. There is so much metal that we use in stuff for, like, electronics that we can only get via, like, sunken ships. Like, we have so much metal that we can only, because it's non-irradiated, and you have to, like, contain it in the water and everything like that to keep it from irradiating once you bring it up to the surface, because there's just so much ambient radiation in the world now. All metal on Earth is irradiated. And so, we need to have metal that it doesn't have any irradiation, period. It needs to be before any nuclear stuff ever happened on Earth. And so the only way to get that is underwater with, destroyed ships that have sunk over the entire, human history. And so it's crazy that, like, the ocean is actually one of the places that is still safe from radiation to the point where, that's where we have to get our metal now. Yeah, love that. The disease of war has affected the oceans, and in the shadows of war lies the black ghost. Alright, for the sake of the earth, and the hope and peace will ever thrive. Let's do it! Love it, love it. And we had to do all this just to convince Francois as well. Like, this was, we were also getting attacked by other stuff, but this also let us reestablish why we have to do this. Like, it's this, like, oh, why are we having to get involved in the Vietnam War and that? I mean, look at the jellyfish we just fought. Look at the plesiosaurus and everything like that. Like, it is, one, because of, like, the war itself, but also look at the consequences of the war beyond people dying and stuff like that. Like, it's, there's a lot going on here. We need to stop it. There's not just one reason. And back to sleep again. Alright, off we go. Beautiful page, as always. Beautiful page. To Vietnam, baby! Oh, and a little, like, well, I guess this is just like, yeah, this is a white page that needed filled, so he just put in the panel that he had. And another one, you needed 2 pages filled? How did you need 2 pages? How did you need 2 white pages? Like, 1 white page is because the pages are offset. 2 just don't have them. That's just 2 blank pages. Why? What? But alright, that's it for this story. This one had a lot of hits and misses. I did like this chapter a lot, though. I did like this one a lot. But yeah, this one was an awkward one. This one was a weird one. And, like, The Journey, I can see why it was called The Journey. But I can also see, like, these do have different names. Like, the English name and the Japanese name does seem to be different. Japan seems to refer to part 2 as Assassins, which makes a lot more sense than Black Ghost. Japan seems to refer to this part as Wanderers, rather than The Journey, which I think makes a lot more sense as well. So I'm considering if we're going to go with, maybe both, like, The Journey / Wanderers, the Black Ghost / Assassins. I don't know. They did go with Birth, though, so that's the same. Yeah, I'll see you guys for the next story, which is assumingly Vietnam, baby! I'll see ya for Vietnam. Till then, get the fuck out of here.